Good morning. We've got the the camera shaking around out there this morning with very gusty winds this morning. Winds out of the south sustained at 18 miles per hour. It's 51 degrees in Springfield right now. A blanket of cloud cover, not too much rain yet. Might be sprinkling just to the north and east of Fort Leonard Wood there. It's 53 degrees in Monette, 51 in Springfield, and 52 in Camdenton. Winds are out of the south, gusting up near 40 miles per hour this morning, and that's what's bringing in that warmer air mass. So we stay warm and windy this afternoon, 59 degrees by dismissal with some showers developing. Everyone is now included in the flash flood watch for Friday and Friday night, where 2 to 4 inches of rain is likely, some totals up to 6 inches possible. We're also all included in that severe risk, the greatest risk in the yellow from Springfield and areas to the south. Damaging winds, flash flooding, and maybe an isolated tornado will be those threats. So not much going on today, just the showers, warm and windy. We increase the coverage of showers overnight tonight. By tomorrow, the line of storm starts to come through later on in the afternoon and evening. It comes through with that push of damaging winds and the very heavy rain, making it to the eastern Ozarks by about midnight before exiting. So again, 2 to 4 inches of rain, some totals up to 6 inches possible. Then we're looking at that cold air coming through with some snow sticking on Saturday, about 1 to 2 inches north of the interstate. Totals closer to 3 inches as you get to central Missouri, not much to the south and east. So just be prepared for multiple hazards here, the heavy rain, the damaging winds, tumbling temperatures, things getting colder, and some slick roads possible on Saturday. Joe, Lauren.
New this morning, we're putting a focus on radon as it's Radon Awareness Month, including what exactly it is and how it can be dangerous.
Caller 10's Nyjah McDonald met with some local experts to find out and joins us this morning to explain. Nyjah.
Well, good morning, Joe and Lauren. Radon is a tasteless, odorless, and colorless gas and the second leading cause of lung cancer, which is why local experts encourage you to test your home for its presence. Now, one way the gas enters your home is through cracks in its foundation. Over time, the gas builds up, resulting in levels that are potentially dangerous to the lungs. They say any level above 4.0 is considered harmful to your health. However, I'm told it's relatively inexpensive to mitigate your home should it present high levels of radon.
This month typically has the highest test results, and it has to do with wet soil and the cold temperatures. So if you're concerned about radon, this is a great month to have someone come and deploy a test. And if it's high, then you can fix your house.
When you're exposed to the radon gas, as I said, it enters your lungs and then it causes DNA damage over time. So it can take 5 to 10 years for you to develop that lung cancer. What you can test, though, is your home and your workplace.
Well, according to the EPA, radon causes about 21,000 lung cancer deaths each year.
Thank you, Nyjah. Now you're right to know this morning the trial of Tommy Morris will go into a third day today. Probably the most significant part of day 2 was when Morris's interview with detectives the day after the crash was played for the court. It was mostly about the crash and his meth dealings, including the one in the Price Cutter parking lot that led to that pursuit. Toward the end of the interview, Morris learned that Dana Sowards had died from that crash.
You were aware that the female died. You were aware of that, right? Yeah. Yeah, the lady that you hit, she died right there on the scene. No. She just turned 31. She's got a little boy. I don't even want to live now. She's married to her junior high sweetheart. She's never done a thing wrong in her life. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. No, I'm sorry.
That trial continues this morning. We also expect a verdict, so we'll be keeping you posted today.
We have breaking news from around the region. The Rogers, Arkansas Police Department is asking for help finding this missing adult. 80-year-old Caroline Blomeyer was last seen just before 5:30 last night. She was last known to be at a home on Dodson Road in Rogers wearing a blue shirt, blue jeans, and black loafers. Blomeyer is 5'5" with short gray hair and brown eyes. She may be traveling in a 2013 silver Ford Taurus with the plate number on your screen. Anyone who sees her or knows where she may be is asked to contact authorities immediately.
And around the Ozarks, local help is on its way to Australia. Convoy of Hope already has some staff down there to help victims of devastating fires that have destroyed millions of acres of land. Convoy leader Jeff Nene says additional team members are now headed there to help in areas that need it the most. Nearly 70 fires are still uncontained, and there are fears that that number could still rise.
You will also soon see fires burning on public lands around Bull Shoals and Norfolk Lakes in Arkansas. The Corps of Engineers and the State Game and Fish Commission will conduct prescribed burns until the second week of April. Hunters are urged to remove any hunting stands that may be nearby. Prescribed burns aim to improve timber health and prevent wildfires.
One person is dead and 2 others seriously injured after a vehicle hit 3 pedestrians in Camden County late last night. The Highway Patrol report says that a driver had pulled over on Highway Z and exited their vehicle just before 10 p.m. 2 additional drivers, including 67-year-old Philip Johnston, pulled over to help. That's when another vehicle hit all 3 pedestrians, killing Johnston.
In a Consumer Watch, if you're planning to make the trip up for the Chiefs game this weekend, be careful where you're looking to get tickets. Leading up to the game, there have been online ads from private ticket sellers, some claiming to offer tickets at unheard-of prices for a playoff game. Police say scammers are targeting last-minute shoppers. 2 people we know of have already fallen victim, one losing out on $500.
Some of the things people offer online or over the phone sound great, and it sounds like life-changing, and it sounds like something that that person may need at that time.
Officials say in this age of online ticket purchases, you should only buy from credible sources, adding not to accept printed out tickets on paper or screenshots.
All right, let's take a look now what's up on CBS this morning.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King. Coming up in our More Perfect Union series, how a Chicago area hair salon is helping multiracial families connect. It's all about the hair. That's coming up on CBS this morning.
All right, big trends over in Europe, huh?
Yeah, heavy sigh. I feel for them. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, Meghan of course is from the United States, have announced they plan to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family.
Surprise announcement came out yesterday, right?
The announcement was a surprise, but I know that they did a documentary on it in the UK. Meghan they've had some trouble with the British press just being nasty. Overbearing. Yeah.
A little bit nasty, yeah. All right, so the goal is to split the time between UK and North America.
I think it's not a bad idea that they're making their own tradition for themselves and not feeling obligated to follow suit. I mean, if this works best for them and their family. Why not?
Historic for sure.
Historic for sure. Still going to do charitable things. Their focus, some of their main focus is what charity to launch next. So there you go. We've got to send someone to the movies this morning. Who is our Buzz box office winner, everyone? We have Mary Claire. Great name. Going to the movies right there. Favorite movie genre is thriller, and favorite movie of all time is Cape Fear. Boy.
Congratulations,
all right.
Mary Claire.
Congrats, Mary. Very nice.
Be a good weekend to do it. We've been watching the weather really closely, and we'll continue to do so.
Yeah, we've got showers developing today, warm and windy at 59 degrees. Then our big storm sets up with heavy rain and severe hazards on Friday. Temperatures warm, then temperatures tumble on Saturday with some snow sticking. Be careful for slick roads.
All right, something to watch out for there. Thank you for joining us this Thursday morning, everyone. Have a good break. Come always find us on ozarksfirst.com.